Hi there, welcome to my video on how to increase conversions on your Thinkific landing page with anchor links. I will warn you that this video is a little bit technical, but if you bear with me and you're patient, I'll break every step down into bite-sized chunks and take it in sections. Just so you know, I'm referencing for this video, this Thinkific help topic, how to create anchor links within a landing page. And so I'll stick this link in the video so that you can go back and read this as reference later. So if you didn't already know, landing pages are very particular in that people who are stumbling upon your landing page or who are finding your landing page through an email that you send out have a very short amount of time to make a decision. Usually people who come to your landing pages have 30 seconds before they either take the action that is required of them, as in signing up for a course or checking out for a course, or they either leave your landing page. So with anchor links, you can really inspire action by increasing the amount of conversions through different clickable links at certain points in your landing page. The idea is these links are customizable with text to really reflect what kind of action that you want to show your prospective user and or customer. So let's get started. I'm going to log into my Thinkific site here, and you're going to want it to go into your Design Your Site tab. And Thinkific says you'll want to here look for the site builder. But because I'm using an existing old theme in my course, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. But if you want, you can always go back to that Thinkific tutorial and follow their instructions if this is a little bit different and or confusing for you. And as always, please feel free to leave a comment, question, any kind of feedback that can help me help you. So let's get started. I'm going to go to this Empire theme because that's the one that's used as a site builder, and click on build because this is what's going to allow me to use and take advantage of the site builder. Once I'm in here, I will have to select the course that I'm going to customize anchor links for the landing page. Once I select it, it'll be a little bit more obvious which one I'm using and how it ends up looking. So as you can see, this landing page is pretty bare bones. So this is a perfect opportunity to add anchor links to show you that if this is similar to you, how anchor links can really increase your conversions and really prompt your action. So there are going to be 4 parts to this tutorial. The first part will be based off of this tutorial. We need to create the anchor. Once we create the anchor, then we can create the link. And then once we create the link, we can add the link to our call to action button. That's what CTA stands for. And then after we add our anchor link to our call to action button, then we can test it out to see if this works and or if we want to make any more changes. So this will be a little longer video, but there will be timestamps. So stay tuned and just look for the section that you're interested in watching, and or just pause and take your time with this video. Now remember, if you don't get it the first time, just keep on trying, post a comment, leave a question, and I'll be glad to help you. Okay, so our first step is to create the anchor. This is the first step, and once you master this step, the rest of it really flows easily and will make sense as you progress further. So there is a general anchor format. You can look at this as a bit of HTML code, and that this anchor name refers to anchor name. So this anchor name code refers to, in quotations, the specific anchor name. And then once we close this anchor tag, we want to give this anchor tag a heading as a reference. And then we want to close it. That's just a little bit of HTML tip. Remember, anchor name is in quotations, and heading name is just as a kind of placeholder. You'll want to So you'll want to replace anchor name with the specific text that you plan to use in the clickable button. We'll start here with the ones that they use called pricing, but remember this can be changed anytime, but we're just going to use pricing to follow along with this tutorial. So we're going to replace anchor name, and we're going to replace heading name in this format. So heading name we can change to then pricing options, so that pricing options, when you see it on the button, it will take you to the specific pricing options section on the landing page. So then you will have the anchor of a name, which is pricing, and this refers to pricing options, and then we'll close out this anchor tag. Now they've asked us to go to Design Your Site and choose from Site Builder to navigate to the menu option. Now, this will look similar for you, but you could also be on an older theme like me and then need to go into and select a theme that is on Site Builder. So now that I selected this course that I want to use to create the anchor links, I want to go into this banner option here because this is where I can insert some of the anchor links. Now, right now, the heading says I've used the pricing options header and replaced it here. And I've also added some subtext. Remember, as always, I can change this to say join, and then I can change this as well to say join now. The options are unlimited, and so play around with them to see what works. But right now, this isn't. I'm going to go back to the pricing options just to follow along and make it easier so that if you go back later to reference the tutorial, then it'll be easier to follow. So I'm going to make sure I save that at the end. And once you save that, you'll have created your anchor. And I encourage you to then give yourself a pat on the back because it is a little bit complicated. And if you can get through that first part, then you're ready for the next two parts. Let's continue. So now our second part is to create the anchor link. This is where we're going to need to grab our course URL and modify it to reflect the anchor link. So this will look differently for you than it does for me, but what I'm going to do to grab my course URL is I'm going to click out of the site builder because this is where I design my site, and then go into the course landing page, and then click on the course that I want to grab the course URL for. And then in settings, the course URL shows up. So this is the course URL, and then once I copy this, then I'm ready to then tweak this and modify it so that I can add the anchor link. So now this is my link, and what I'm going to do is copy it, and then I'm going to modify it when I'm pasting my link in the next section. But just so you know, if it's easier to remember or easier for you, copy it and then paste it into a notepad, and then we can modify it in the notepad there. But I prefer to do it this way because it's a little bit easier. So I've copied the link, and now what I'm going to do is to modify this link and add a hashtag and pricing after this letter. So as you see here, what they've done is to take this existing demo URL for this course and then just added the hashtag pricing. So I've copied my link, and now what I'm going to do is then take you to the next step, which is to add the link to your call to action button. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to have to go back to my site, close out of the course landing page section, and go back to my site builder. Now, I'm going to remember mine is going to look a little bit differently because I'm using an existing old theme. So I have to go back to this Empire theme. Now I know this is a little bit going to be different, but the process still works. I'm going to, so I have different kinds of, I've already done the pricing options, but now what I want to do is add a call to action button and section. Because this is where I'm going to customize and add in my anchor link. So I'm going to select section type and look for a call to action. So then if I go here, I'll see there's this call to action. And let's just modify our call to action text. So call to action. Let's add some text, begin your investment today for as little as $100. Your investment today can bring you and reap you rewards in the long run, just to make it fun. So let me just save this. As you can see, it's already showing up, but let me save it. Now my button right now says get started now. But if I'm really trying to play with the different kinds of words and different kinds of call to action messages, I can sort of change it to a little bit more use of verbs and use more of urgency to say, instead of get started now, join us now. If I really want to say, get started sounds kind of casual, but join us now really says join our community and join our tribe. So then the next step is where I'm going to place the anchor link. Now the link here will take you to different links, but I'm going to take people to this pricing portion. So I will select custom URL, paste my existing course URL link, and then modify it with a pound and add the pricing. And then so now I'm going to save it. Now what you see now is that when someone clicks on join us now, this will take them to the pricing options. And so I'm going to make another tweak to this so that the call to action comes before the pricing, so that it's a little bit more, so that the sequence flows better, so that this takes them to the pricing options. And then what I'm going to do once more, do one other thing just to show you how this is important, is to add my FAQs so that you can see why on a landing page, as I build out more sections, when someone is on the call to action, the next might be the FAQs, but if they just want to skip the FAQs, they click on join us now, and they will be taken directly to this pricing section. So the idea is it's one less kind of scroll, and it takes them directly to the pricing options where they can make a decision to either join me and join our community, or leave and go make a decision to put off this course creation journey. So that was, in a nutshell, a very long video, more than usual, but this is how you add anchor links. And so the idea is you can add them here, pricing options, and I should change this because it's the banner and it might be confusing. And so I don't want to necessarily say pricing options. I could say something else. But remember, this is something that you can tweak with and to say learn more. Learn more about our community, etc. I'm going to save it. And the idea is that we're really showing people here that it's not just about buying the course, it's about buying into a community. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, clarification. Give me a like if you like it. Tell me what could be better. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching.